I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging.
We're not criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what
bring-
you're doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stand right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video takes us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where we find a frauditor who wants to record peacefully at the post office. Why? Because he can. Why doesn't he get a job? Because he can't. He has no job skills. He's unemployable. Yeah, the poor lad has to resort to frauditing to make a living and pay his rent. Oh well, he's going to get kicked out of the post office and he's not going to be very happy about it. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy! Well, first things first, the lad doesn't know how to record with his cell phone camera, so allow me to straighten the picture out and then we'll get started.
You're going to have to turn your camera off in here.
All you have to do is call the postal inspector. That's all you have to do,
You can
Kevin.
video out here. You cannot video in here.
That's all you have to do, Kevin.
Thank you
was
so much.
call the postal inspector. I wasn't even videoing from the get-go, but since you want to deny my service, I'm going to video all day, Kevin.
We need you to step out here. I already told you. You can't video in there.
I just was trying to show you a memo released by the postal inspector that clearly states you guys are not to engage people videoing or taking photographs in the post office.
I guess the post office is fair game because they're such an easy target and frauditors can walk in there and do pretty much what they want. But this is the memo the lad's talking about. It was issued almost a year ago. Yeah, they're not supposed to engage people that come in. They just want them to go ahead and do what they want and leave. They don't want any problems with them. And that would be the best thing. If these idiots came in there and didn't get any confrontation, they'd stop doing it. I mean, what would be the purpose? There'd be no purpose to the upload, right?
You don't have people's personal information.
Okay. Who is it?
This guy.
Oh, hi. Could you step out here, please? So what's the issue?
Well, the issue is these postal employees don't seem to understand that we're allowed. Let's see where Postal 7 is. Right here. Photographs for news and advertising purposes.
Photographs for news and advertising purposes. Well now, photographs, not video recording. And let's see, you're a news agency, are you? Oh, okay. You're an advertising agency, are you? Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, we got it all cleared up. Let's continue.
Okay. Well, it seems pretty clear that they are okay with you filming in here, just not within the confines of people's personal information.
Well, can you explain to me how one member of the public can be discriminated against from going to a different area that the public's allowed in?
I don't know, man.
Could
They're
I-
okay with you filming in
Do you
here?
want to see this video, which I tried to get Kevin to contact the postal inspector so I can get my hands on this form released by the postal inspector that tells them not to engage with us?
I don't care to see your video. I don't
Well,
care.
it's not my
to-
video.
Now, the lad abruptly ended the video right there, but he went to the police station to file a complaint with the sergeant. Let's get to that video. Now, we're not going to watch the entire thing because it was 30 minutes. We're not going to watch all that, but we'll watch a little bit of it.
So I was at the post office. I had no intent on recording. I've already I've already videoed in that post office before. And other than them denying my public records request or not fulfilling it yet, I didn't have an issue when I was in there videoing.
Okay.
From the exact same area I was in last time.
Okay.
So I go in there today. I try to do an APA request or try to get the supervisor to get this form that I need that was released by the postal inspector. It was supposed to be released to all the post offices across America on August 24th of 2022. And on that form it states that the postal employees are not to engage any member of the public taking photographs or video on postal property.
The poor sergeant has to listen to this narcissistic sociopath. Oh, I'm telling you, you couldn't pay me enough to be a police officer these days. This boy wants to go and record at the post office for what? For clicks and views on his YouTube channel. Man, find a job, boy. Go get a job.
It's public property. For some reason, officers have a hard time understanding that public property and private property, as far as trespass, is entirely different. I can't be forced from this public property here unless I break the law. Well, your officer, Vex, I believe is his name, tells me the post office is private property. Do you believe the post office is private property?
It's a government entity, but if there's a person that's creating problems there, then they can ask you to leave. And my understanding, that's what transpired
Well, that would be
today.
that would fall under disorderly statute or disturbing the peace. I wasn't doing none of that.
This is the lad behind the camera. Oh, he's an industrious lad, isn't he? He goes around to post offices and records people. That's what he does for a living. He's contributing to the GDP, no doubt about it.
So I think some of it, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you one thing or the other, but what my understanding is what the officer was relayed was that there's an area that is off limits. And that's what you were filming in, and that's why the post office asked you to leave. It sounds to me, I understand that Officer or Sergeant Feckus asked you to leave the premises, but that's because that's what the post office was requesting because you were violating their policies.
Well, there's a thing.
so-
You guys aren't policy enforcement. So even if there was a policy saying I can't video in there, you guys don't enforce policy.
But if they ask you to leave and you're refusing to leave.
Over a policy?
If
You guys
you're
are not
violating-
policy enforcement.
Correct, but if they ask you to leave on their behalf from their policy, they're not going to try to get into a
So
debate
policies,
or-
who do policies tend to fall under? The employees?
Well, I think.
I didn't sign any
policies-
policy saying that I wouldn't video in there. Policy is for employees.
I wonder how many times this scene is repeated throughout the United States every day. It just seems like such a waste of time, doesn't it? And frauditors think that they're completely in the right, that they can do these types of things. It's all nonsense. It really is. We're not going to watch too much more of this. Let's listen in on a little bit more, and then we're going to cut it off.
Well, the policy also follows, you still have a certain thing that they expect you to respect or to.
Well, I don't have to
follow
respect
within your
anything. I don't have to respect you no more than you have to respect me. I mean, you can't put a law on a person's conduct.
However, if there's an area that they have that is restricted from filming.
If it's restricted,
And
then
then
no
you go
member
in
of the
there.
public is allowed in there.
But there's areas that there's personal information that is.
Well, it always falls. You guys use this personal information as a hook to try to deny people their rights.
Well, it sounds to me
If I get in there and I get somebody's personal information, it's what I do with that personal information that determines if it's criminal or not.
I don't know, sonny boy. With a face like that, you could be suspect. Look at that face. Woo-wee. It's no wonder you can't get a job. Man, clean yourself up a little bit, bro. Maybe you can get a decent job. Well, then again, maybe not.
Like, the bigger issue is that your issue with the post office. If they're not.
No, my issue now is with the post office and Sergeant Fex.
Then we're going to quit talking because I'm trying to see both sides.
So now your authority's got to kick in?
No, it's just a respect thing. I've listened and let you talk without.
But you didn't answer my question.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, if the post office has rules.
You guys are rule enforcement, policy enforcement, and law enforcement?
Sir, you have a great day. I've tried to talk to you a couple times. You keep cutting me off.
Well, you don't answer my questions when I talk to you.
I'm trying to explain it to you, sir.
I tried to ask you, when does evidence get neglected over a postal employee's word? When did that happen?
Sir, would you like to file a
Is it in your policy to listen to the public employees over the public citizens who pay you too?
Sir, would you like to file a complaint against
I would like to have a civil conversation about this.
That's what I'm trying to have.
Okay,
So would you
let's
like to
have it. No, just tell me what you're going to say, because to me it don't make any sense. Okay.
Well, there you have it, folks. They go round and round like that for about another 15 minutes and nothing's accomplished except the Frauditor is frustrated because he didn't get to record in the post office today. Oh, dearie me, he won't get his clicks and views. See what he got there? He didn't get very many clicks and views. Well, at any rate, maybe he'll try again next week to go back. Who knows? Who cares? More clicks for him, more views for me. Ha ha. If you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Frauditor. Clean yourself up and get a job, boy. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did. So many.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me. Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
Bro.
Put your hands on me.
No reason I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Salam yahala hamdullah. Allahu Akbar. Haknuikan da kra. Ula wala pupatay.